Rowena sat huddled in the corner, her small frame shivering under a threadbare blanket. The distant rumble of thunder seemed to mirror the turmoil within her young heart. She clutched a tattered teddy bear, the only source of comfort in a world that felt cold and unyielding. Mama entered the room, her presence a beacon of warmth and love. Her gentle hands tucked the blanket tighter around Rowena's shoulders.
"You're safe here, my darling,"
she whispered, her voice a soothing balm to the child's wounded spirit. Rowena, now a young woman, walked along the cobblestone path leading to her home. The air was crisp and carried the scent of blooming jasmine. Despite the beauty surrounding her, an invisible weight hung over her heart, a remnant of the past she struggled to escape. David, her husband, waited on the porch, his presence a reminder of the turbulent marriage that mirrored the shadows of her childhood.
"Where have you been?"
he demanded, his voice laced with suspicion.
"Just taking a walk to clear my mind,"
Rowena replied, her eyes betraying a flicker of defiance. Rowena stood amidst the remnants of another argument, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and determination. David's anger had once again erupted, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake.
"I can't do this anymore,"
she said, her voice steady despite the tremor in her hands. David stared at her, disbelief etched on his features.
"You think you can just walk away?"
he challenged, his words a bitter echo of her past. Rowena sat at the table, a cup of tea cradled in her hands. The decision to leave David had not been easy, but the need to protect herself and her children from the cycle of pain was undeniable. Mama joined her, her eyes filled with pride and understanding.
"You've always been stronger than you know,"
she said, placing a reassuring hand over Rowena's. Rowena watched her children play among the flowers, their laughter a melody that filled her heart with joy. The past would always be a part of her, but it no longer defined her.
"We have a future to build,"
she murmured, determination shining in her eyes. With Mama by her side, she knew they would forge a path free from the shadows of the past. Rowena and her children lay side by side, gazing up at the vast expanse above. The journey had been long and arduous, but the chains of her past had finally broken.
"Together we can face anything,"
she said softly, her heart full of hope and the promise of new beginnings.